Good morning, students. Welcome to the geography class. Please open your geography book, lesson 6, on page number 68. 68. And this is quite long lesson which we have discussed enough and more. Yet I would like to summarize in this video this lesson, vast lesson, and point out the important topics in this lesson. It deals with mineral and ore. What are mineral resources? You should know where it is found, whether they are organic or inorganic. What is, so I said, what do you mean by mineral resources? Where are they found? Are they organic or inorganic? Second thing is the categories of mineral resources. In this you know that only there are two categories of mineral resources. Okay, one is metallic and the other one is non-metallic. Now these minerals are divided or rather distributed on the basis of their types. First is the metallic minerals. They are iron ore. This iron ore, how much? No, iron ore, type of iron ores. Here in the first paragraph itself on page number 69, it has been given, discussed and described type of iron ores and where it is found. Okay, where it is found in the world and in India as well. Please note that. Exactly, I am not going to describe that, but I am highlighting these points. So iron ore, remember that. Next one is the uranium. Uranium is a metal and it is found within in between the rocks, within all rocks, soils and water formation, it is said. So it is found. And what is the use of it? Uranium. And mostly the use of it is you know that for the it has got, because it has got the most widely known radioactive property it has got, and so therefore it is used for nuclear energy, to produce nuclear energy, also used in electronic gadgets and all that. So now where it is found, how much it is found is there. Please note this. Next one is the bauxite. Bauxite, what kind of metal it is, what kind of mineral it is, and then where it is found in India, where it is found in India, and what is the most deposit area of bauxite. Bauxite is an important mineral. Okay, next one is the manganese. Manganese, where it is used, what type of what kind of a mineral it is, where it is found. Okay, where it is found and what is the use of it. So these are the things that you need to remember that. Next one is the gold. Gold, silver, you know that. So gold, how much gold is produced in India and where we are getting, which district which part of India it is found. Also the silver, what kind of metal and how, what is the use of the silver, what is the use of gold. All these are important questions to remember. Next one is the copper. Copper is the most widely used metal, and it is important. Why it is used? You know that. Copper. And where it is found, which part of India it is found. Try to make it the use of all these metals, all these minerals. Try to think of the Indian perspective, not the international perspective where it is found. In India especially, you should know where it is found and how much it is found. You should know, rather than knowing more of international, but national, your own things. Where do you get all these things in your own place? So this is about the metal. There are other part of the resources are the non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals, where they are not metal, they are non-metal, but they are metallic. They have got certain properties of metal, but they are not. They do not have as many properties as the metal have. So limestone. Okay, limestone. Many of you don't know what is limestone. Lime means what? Is a tuna, calcium, lime, white soil, and it is found in a little harder. So in the language of geography, anything which is hard is a stone. Okay, and therefore it is lithos. You know that we have come across, we have learned lithos. From there comes lithosphere, hard substance where we are. So limestone, where it is found, what is the use of it? What is the use of it? Where it is found? In India. In India. I'll try not to ask in the international deposits. I will try ask the Indian deposits, where they are deposited. That is where they are found. And what type of rock it is, whether it is sedimentary or is a sedimentary rock, or it is the pigment and all that. Next one is the percentage of its availability. Mica or mica is a mica. Mica is a natural occurring non-metallic minerals. Yes, and where it is found in India, all this you please find out. Some dates are given. See the mica, how it is. Mica is a shining, is a metallic shining element. Next one is the very important thing that we have is the coal. Coal, petroleum and gas. These are known as the conventional sources of energy. They are known as conventional sources of energy. And so they are, so why they are known as conventional? Because they are found in a large amount, large deposit. So they are conventional means gathered in one place. So they are found, usually they are found in a huge amount, bulk. And so they are known as the conventional sources of energy. So where are they found? Coal, which area? And type of coal, please know that. Here peat, lignite, bituminous, anthracite. These are the 4 types of coal. Okay, 4 types of coal, please note down. And then where it is found in India. Next one is the petroleum. Petroleum, what type of mineral it is? Okay, and where it is found in India? Surely you will know it is found in Arabian countries, Saudi Arabia, UAE and all that. I've got large deposits of petroleum, but here in India, where it is? So please know that mainly. Next one is the natural gas. Natural gas is also a what called conventional sources of energy. Conventional sources of energy, where it is found in India, how much is the amount on all these things. Next one is the mining. All these resources we have seen, but now how to take it? The process of taking out the minerals is known as mining. So there are various types of mining, quarrying, mining and quarrying method. So you try to understand this: surface method, underground method, and drilling method I have told. Next one is the deep mining. Deep minings are extracted using the underground mining method. So underground mining method. So concentrate three methods of extracting the minerals. That is surface mining, underground mining, and deep mining, or what called drilling. Next one is the conservation of mineral resources. How to conserve? Why should we conserve? What are the points? What are the things that you see? Some measures. What are the measures are taken or have to be taken to conserve the minerals that are exhaustible? Next one is the yes. With this we conclude. So conservation of minerals. Because why should we conserve, and what are the measures to be taken to conserve? All these things are important. So with this I conclude and wish you all the best. Thank you.